What the fuck was this? Mairis Briedis stops Krzysztof Glowacki in 3 rounds. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet. The first round was a kind of nothing kind of round, really kind of feeling out round. Then we go into the second round, and this is where it all kicks off. Okay? Basically, it was kind of, much the same as it was in the first round, and then they kind of got into an exchange, both fighters, and Krzysztof Glowacki kind of threw a right hand, but it caught Mairis Briedis around the back of the head, and Mairis Briedis, while they're still in the clinch with the referee in plain sight, elbows Glowacki straight in the side of the face, and to be fair, Glowacki went down and kind of play acted a bit, but that being said, he still elbowed him for a little punch to the back of the head. I know you're not allowed to punch the back of the head, but for someone to react like that and then the referee to only deduct 1 point, that I gotta ask questions about that. I said in my post-fight video to Dorticos versus Tabidi that there was some issues with the WBC and the WBO over the officials that were hired. And the referee for this fight was Robert Bird. That is the husband of Adelaide Bird, who was famous for scoring the first Triple G Canelo fight 118-110 in Canelo's favour. Now, Robert Bird, again, he only took a point for a pretty big infringement. We've seen fighters hit on the break by accident and, have fights deemed no contests, have them disqualified, etc., etc. So that to me was a kind of a worry. And then Krzysztof Glowacki was knocked down with a legitimate shot by Briedis, got back to his feet, and there was only seconds in the round. The bell went, and the referee, Rob Bird, just let them fight on. And the commentators at ringside were screaming. You can go on YouTube and watch it. We're screaming. We can hear the bell. Why are you not stopping this fight? And again, Glowacki got dropped a second time. And he was given a count, bizarrely, because this round was over. I would say nearly 10 seconds before that knockdown happened. This round was finished. So the fact that he even called the knockdown was suspect. And, called the knockdown. And as far as I'm concerned, if you punch a fighter or if you hit them or knock them down after the round, again, you should be getting disqualified, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, going into the third round, started off with kind of Glowacki seemed to kind of buzz Briedis a bit, but Briedis regained his composure, put Glowacki down again, referee called it off, third round stoppage, new WBO champion, Mairis Briedis, goes on to face Yanir Dorticos in the final. That second round was just madness, bizarre, all those things in one pretty much. We had elbows, we had knockdowns, we had fighting after the bell. And as I said, the WBO and the WBC couldn't come to an agreement on officials. And WBC gets some flack, gets some criticism, but I'm starting to maybe see why. They were maybe, not happy with the officials who were appointed for this fight, because that was just disgraceful. That was just silliness. That bell couldn't have been any louder. You have commentators at ringside screaming, this round is over, stop the fight. And it doesn't. Guy gets dropped and the referee still calls it a knockdown. Like, at least, I'm telling you now, that would have been about 10 seconds after the bell rang. You can't call that a knockdown. He called it a knockdown. And, it was just bizarre. It was mayhem. And, yeah, I really don't know what to make of that. So, not much to say about the fight, really. We know who's going to be in the final of the World Boxing Super Series, Dorticos and Briedis. That's a decent fight, to be fair. Depending on where it is, I would lean towards Dorticos winning that fight. But it all depends. Briedis is a fighter who, he can be dirty. We seen early on in the Usyk fight, I could see him doing a few little bits here and there early on in that fight. Especially against Mike Perez. He held Perez for dear life in that fight. And really, he should have been disqualified in that fight for all the holding he did. And we see it again with the elbow, so he can be a dirty fighter, Briedis. But I would definitely be leaning towards Dorticos winning the fight. Let me know what you think down below. Did you see this? Go and watch it. The WBSS, the World Boxing Super Series, have it on their YouTube channel. Go and watch it. It's a very, it's a very strange fight to watch. Let me know what you think down below. Hope you liked the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will talk to you after.